What's up, everybody? I'm Josh Meek, the Uber Geek. Thank you very much for joining me here on Pretty Dece, your daily entertainment and pop culture show. Now, it seems like Christmas came a little early for me this year because there's some very exciting news going around right now with an upcoming show on NBC, and that is an Office revival. NBC is planning on reviving the hit TV series The Office that ran for years on NBC and was massively successful. They're planning on bringing this thing back in the 2018-2019 season. And, anyone who knows me knows that The Office is one of my favorite, if not my favorite TV series of all time. I've watched all the way through The Office on Netflix more times than I'm willing to admit. I can recite most of the episodes by heart. It is incredibly sad and scary to watch. But I care very deeply about all these characters and about this show. So I'm approaching this news. I'm very excited. I cannot wait to see more Office. I'm also incredibly worried about how it could possibly go, because as we know, a lot of revamps, a lot of revivals sometimes don't necessarily go the way we want them to. I'm looking at you, fourth Indiana Jones movie. But, with those revivals happening, it doesn't take away the fact that the original exists. Even though maybe the fourth Arrested Development season wasn't my favorite season of the entire show, it didn't ruin the show for me at all. I still have the original seasons. I still have my love for all those characters, and I enjoyed seeing kind of the new updated take, even if it wasn't my favorite season, even if it wasn't my favorite episodes or storyline. I'm still happy that they went and did it, and I think that's where I'll land here on The Office as well. Later seasons of The Office, after Michael left and some of the characters transitioned away and we got new characters in, lots of people didn't like those as much as the earlier seasons, but I really enjoyed them still. I think that it still had that heart that is The Office, and I really liked kind of the stuff that they were doing. So I'm definitely open and willing to change with The Office, and as if they bring new characters in for this, I'm excited to kind of see what they do and how they build those up. Now, details about the show are pretty scarce right now. We do know, as I said, it'll be kind of slated for the 2018-2019 season. It's going to be set in Dunder Mifflin's Scranton branch, so the exact same place as before, and will feature a mix of old and new cast members. We do know for sure that there will be no Steve Carell. So Steve Carell, Michael Scott, not coming back to star in The Office, which is not really a huge shock, as he, didn't make it to the end of the series as it was running. He did kind of transition away. We've seen lots of The Office without Michael Scott thus far. Bob Greenblatt is the president of NBC and has recently kind of seen lots of success with the relaunch of Will and Grace. So keeping in that vein, basically, of like reviving older, super, super popular TV shows, The Office was definitely on his slate of things that he wanted to get done. He's on the record as saying that if Greg Daniels wanted to do The Office, he would do it. Greg Daniels is the creator of the US version of The Office. So basically, open invitation. If he wants to do it, we'll do it. And apparently he wants to do it. Apparently he was on board with this. So again, lots up in the air on whether this is going to be good or whether this is going to be bad, and what the heck they're going to do. What is the storyline going to be? Where are they going to take this? Most of the characters were sort of scattered to the winds at the end of The Office. We know that Michael is in Colorado with Holly, obviously. Jim, Pam, and Daryl are in Austin, and they're working on that sports agent company. Kevin started his own bar. We know that Stanley retired and is in Florida. We know that Oscar ran it for a political office. So there's really not a lot of characters that would still be working at Dunder Mifflin. We've got Dwight and a few of the other, tertiary characters there. So, I think Kelly and Ryan coming back makes a lot of sense. We did see them kind of run off at the end of the series, but yeah, I could easily see them come back. We've seen Ryan come back from crazier, weirder things. Of course, we have Phyllis. I could see Meredith coming back. There's lots of, I could see Creed coming back, even though he got arrested at the end of the series. You could see him showing back up again. But I think that they will have to bring in some new characters. But I certainly hope, even if some of our favorites like Jim, like Pam, don't come for the entire run of the new episodes, hopefully we at least get to see them. I would like to have, a little bit more information about what those characters are up to now and kind of what their lives are like, because that'd be really, really cool. Now, this is not the first attempted sort of continuation of The Office. If you remember, when The Office was running, they attempted to spin Dwight off into his own series called The Farm towards the end of the series. They did an episode of The Office that was intended to kind of set up the Farm spinoff, and then the show never got picked up. NBC didn't actually start airing The Farm, didn't actually order any episodes. So this could all still fall through. This could all not actually end up happening. But as it stands right now, it does seem like this is the case. It does seem like this is happening. Now, my take on this, I would love to see, even if they just did a single, reunion kind of movie-length episode, that would be fantastic. Have all the characters get back together for some reason. The documentary that was being filmed throughout The Office aired, so all the characters are now, semi-famous. They have been on television in the world of The Office. So maybe bring them together for a reunion show, something like that. Like, make that part of the conceit. Give a reason to start filming again, and have them interact for a little bit. We don't have to have them all working at Dunder Mifflin. We don't have to have them all selling paper, doing accounting. I just want them to be there in the same room, get together to catch up with each other, and let us catch up with them. But who knows? As I said, who knows what in the world the storyline is going to be? But I am extremely, extremely excited. So that's going to do it for Pretty Dece for today. Thank you very much for joining me here on the show. Make sure that you like Pretty Dece on Facebook, facebook.com/PrettyDeceShow. Follow me on Twitter @PrettyDeceShow, and visit PrettyDeceShow.com. I'll be back tomorrow as always. Until then, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a daily episode.